I've been in education for 45 years, and over that time I've seen massive changes. There's one change that really is concerning me now, and that's the separation of pedagogy and teaching, which used to be the domain of teachers, and being taken over now by politicians and data collectors. I think they are well intentioned, and I really think that we need to support them and help them realize they've got far too much on their plate. It is rightful that they go and sort out the funding of schools. I have absolutely no issues with that whatsoever. But what I do have an issue with is little children being driven before they are ready to learn, being pushed to become statistics because politicians want to prove that they've got a theory in education that is actually going to work better than us pedagogists and teachers have known for tens of years. The Jessel Institute tells us that children have not changed their developmental milestones in 100 years. Child development is as what it was 100 years ago. And we need to actually go and follow the children. And if we follow the children and meet them when they're ready to learn, they do learn. It's one of the things that we are missing, I believe. If we go and collect our data sets from children who are 4.5 years of age and find out that they're not ready for school, how can we disagree with that? Because they're not ready for school at 4.5 years of age, not formal school. International best practice teaches us that. We know that play-based learning is so important up to 6 years of age, and it continues through, it doesn't just stop. If teachers aren't happy going to work, how can we expect them to help the children to love learning in the early years? It's just one of those things. Children learn more from who you are as a being in their early years than they do from the academic knowledge you have in your head. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the impulse of one lady in Queensland and one lady in New South Wales. That's what fired me up. Gabby Stroud from New South Wales had an article printed in the Griffith Review. She said almost word for word what our next speaker said. She said the system is broke, the top-down pressure isn't working. She resigned, and we lost another great teacher. Gabby Stroud is her name, and we have been in communication with her recently. She was invited to speak to the senior executive officers of Catholic education in New South Wales. She spoke with them last week. You know, in education we've got to be flexible. One of the things that you learn, you can't be rigid with children. And curriculums that are rigid now are stuffing the life out of the lifeblood of young children. And we're going to make a change. It's going to be slow, it's going to be long, it's going to be hard, and we're going to make a change.